Here's little Yachty toes. Let me change the color, y'all. Here's little Yachty toes. Oh my goodness. There is his toes, y'all. My toe, my toe. I bet none of y'all wouldn't tell me where that sound came from. My toe, my toe. Oh my God. Those were the days. Hard work forever pays. Now we're living in a better way. Yo, rest in peace, Paul Walker. And shout out to Wiz Khalifa for that song.
I woke up this morning, was born out in Kingston and leaving Jamaica abroad, not to England. This is my page, and the first post here you seeing. Look a nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Excellent process. Yeah. One bag of money. Yard one a foreign. Game little bird can't tame some stay same way like me daddy. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. We advance academically and professionally, extraterrestrially and even medically. Sell we to everybody, take the molly, superfragically, PSPally, sexually, get the dolly ben reality. In every alley, genitally make Beverly see. Up I do nally, then be clearing that name after me. No go tell Rivali, anti-valley no mediocrity. Black magic, watch fraud. Get a black puss with a black dog. A mad sus, when mad dog. I de left a bad push with the cash card. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dogs them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Yes, that's right there. You see me? Tough a lie, bad.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, so yo, this is crazy. I just decided to make a short little vlog about this, you know? Like this is about Lil Yachty. You know Lil Yachty? He's a very loved celebrity rapper. One of his last songs that he did, I loved it so much. I think I should find it right now. However, we'd have to get through this first. I don't remember what the name of the song was. I think it was posted on the Lemonade channel on YouTube. It was a hot song. It was nice. It was different, unique. Lil Yachty really went to the drawing board to find that song that he had done. You know, it's over a good while now. Probably a year ago. It was released, or over a year possibly. You know, but it was a banger. I loved it. So now we see where Kodak Black is in this place where they conduct photo shoots, you know what I mean? And he's seeing Lil Yachty photo up there on the wall, man. I think Kodak went to get his photo shoot done. Because, you know, Kodak, he always on his grind, always doing what he supposed to, and which is the right thing, you know what I mean? Kodak stays busy like a bee, you know? And he's very humble. I love this. I love his personality and I love his rapping, which makes him one of my favorite at the top. You know what I mean? He's one of the top rappers that I got, and I don't want to lose. You know what I mean? We already lost Fulio, but you know, he lives here and here, you know? Yeah. So Rest up, Fulio. Hope you're watching us down below. Yes, we looking up to you in the memory and, you know, yeah, Fulio, my boy, my boss. I'm sorry he never lived to see Pooh Shiesty free. Because he loved Pooh Shiesty, you know that. He loved Pooh Shiesty. Respect his gangster. You know what I mean? Yeah, and he would definitely have gotten motivated to, stay up and stay alive out here in the streets. Because it's like when Pooh Shiesty was gone, nothing was really happening. You know what I mean? The drill life wasn't really all that fun. A lot of things just died down after Vaughn had passed and Pooh Shiesty had got locked up. Everything was just a whole bunch of snaky shit was going on, different from Pooh Shiesty thing. Remember when Pooh Shiesty was out, he had done that robbery where he got the shoes, the sneakers, and I think he got some marijuana, and he actually shot a nigga in the butt, right? And now we seen Offset getting shot in the butt, right? So it's crazy. It's like it's like a cycle. Yeah, so you gonna see the Kodak Black reaction, seeing Lil Yachty painted toenails. It's crazy. The comments is going crazy. In the comment section, people are going crazy. They're laughing. They be like, yo, Kodak got sober immediately after seeing Lil Yachty toes. Let's get into this, man. Let's look at the caption. The caption says that Kodak Black wasn't feeling it when he saw that Lil Yachty had painted his nails for photo shoot, right? At Treasury Underground, my bad, Treasury Underground. Now let's get into this, man. Look.
Man, I know that ain't Lil Yachty.
Wait, I want to see who's that picture of in the headband because I already had watched it, but I never noticed the picture. Maybe it's Lil Yachty too. Let's see if we can recognize it.
Nah, bro. Not the toenails, man. Nah, bro. The toenails, man. Lil Yachty toenails.
You see that? Kodak Black made a U-turn. He was actually walking in the next direction. Then as soon as he saw the toenail, he spun around and heading out. They're saying he got sober immediately. I need to see if we can make out that picture of the guy in the pink, what you guys call it over there. We call it Tam. Oh, you guys call it beanie. The Tam. Yeah, like the picture with the guy on the wall, it seemed to be in a pink one. Let us replay it again. Oh, there. Shit, this guy. Who is this guy? Let's see if we can catch it. It's coming up. There it is. Who's that guy? Let me see if I can, who's this guy here? Who is this? Anyone recognizes him? I think, is that Tusi? Him and Dirk used to par. Him and Dirk was, is that Tusi? Listening to Tusi in the backseat of a Benz. Maybe it's Tusi. I don't know how he got that name, by the way. 2C. He ain't really my rapper, but I respect him. He stay grinding. Although it have been some time I had tapped in on his side. I haven't clicked on his page in a long time. I think it's Toosie. Toosie. I think that's how you spell his name, or SII or something like that. Yeah, I don't know, but y'all should know. I'm glad I had captured it. And here is here's Lil Yachty toes. Let me change the color, y'all. Here's Lil Yachty toes. Oh my goodness. There is his toes, y'all. My toe. I bet none of y'all wouldn't tell me where that sound came from. My toe. Oh my God. Those were the days. Hard work forever pays. Now we're living in a better way. Yo, rest in peace, Paul Walker. And shout out to Wiz Khalifa for that song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that sound, yo, you guys should comment. You guys should comment and tell me if anyone knows where that sound comes from. The original Bert, the first place where that sound came from. My toe, my toe. You guys don't know this. I can't say it, but I'll do it. I'll say it in our next video. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna talk about the tone now and give you my perspective of what I think about guys painting their toes nowadays. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I can't I can't act as if I'm a fool, as if I don't see what's going on. You know what I mean? And what I've seen going on, it's not what you're probably thinking, because I know a lot of you are thinking that, oh, he probably think that Lil Yachty is gay. No way. You know what I mean? It's just that to be honest, I've what's the term? Recognized, and I became aware ever since I was young about changes, a lot of things that happening around us. And I learned how to be very observant, and I never knew that I possessed that skill until I was of a young age, a very young age. So it's a blessing for me. I have a great observative skills, right? Um, so one of the things I observed about life is that we move forward into the future, changing, our patterns, changing the way we think. So the more we go into the future, is the more we open up to the things we once never liked or had believed had like, for example, men painting their nails, men wearing traveling with purse. I know they have a different name for the male purses, but we've seen ASAP Rocky with it, right? And so a lot of things have been changing up as time passes by. You know what I mean? And I can't play stupid, but to acknowledge that, that is how things always has been. People left from doing what they used to do to stop doing what they used to do, or things what people used to do, they move into the future and start doing it. You know what I mean? So for one, men never like piercing their ears, especially in the black community. Africans in Africa, different tribes do different things, right? But here in the Western world, we as black people, we had never liked the black men wearing ears ring. That was like seeing for women in the black community. The white people been wearing earring from their pirate days, Christopher Columbus going around in ships, but we never adapt to that lifestyle until long after, right? Long after certain men, like in the foreign countries that are more first world, they were the first black people to start to wear earring, and that's because they're around these white people and they start to live as one. So they start to adapt to some of what the whites do, and the whites would adapt to some of what the blacks do. And that is why we should not try to fight other race or ethnic groups from doing what other race or ethnic groups do. I mean, like, we should allow the white rappers to rap, whether or not it was a black people thing that started it, because that is what the culture is supposed to be. People supposed to have the freedom of participating into the people's culture. Just like if you go to some other country as a celebrity, whether you're black, white, brown, whatever, purple, blue, pink, you're going to dress in Hawaiian shirt and with those flowery stuff around your neck and dance like a Hawaiian, right? And you don't see Hawaiian people cussing out the tourists that don't come here and wear our Hawaiian stuff and our culture. You know what I mean? We should allow people to live free and love and support other people's culture. Now, with this toenail and nails painting thing, right? Because here in Jamaica, we have a lot of problem going on, a lot of back and forth with people, naysayers and debaters debating about the men here going out with purse or handbags. You know what I mean? That is seen feminine. So it's big. It's a big topic right now in Jamaica. Some of our artists are sporting the ladies' handbag. They're saying, but as I said, there's a particular name for the male's handbag, right? And I don't think it's that detriment for us to bash people about some little purse thing, you know what I mean? Because people find it suitable to add their little minor things that they would walk with or travel with. They could have it in their pouch. So we're in modern time now. A lot of things we should be able to look past and get over and to deal with maturely. You know what I mean? Instead of immaturely. Now we're seeing where with like the earring, men start to pierce in their ears and wearing tattoos. Tattoo was condemned one time, especially in the black community. Even though Africans used to carve their skins back in the long time in the before Christ and after Christ. But in the Western hemisphere and the Western world, black people never believed that tattoo thing. It was the white folks. But then black people learned that white folks take everything from Africa, and so a lot of white people were aware of what us as African, our ancestors, were doing before us even realized. You know what I mean? Because black men never used to read the books after the slavery, and we weren't really able to read. We weren't. They had us out in the field. When we finished work, we had to go sleep, eat a little if we're that blessed, if they would give us. You know what I mean? Because they would treat some of us so bad, and it's all bad to be a slave. It's all bad. So yeah, so I'm not bashing Yachty or anyone or any man who believes he wants to paint his nails or his toes. No, I don't find those things to get me upset. Like the only thing that really gets me upset, two things. Like if someone put their hands on me that I don't consent to, right? And the other one is when I'm being serious, like having a serious conversation, or I have a point I want to get across and someone is interrupting me constantly, then those two things can get me out. But someone, even people dissing me about my mom and saying this about mom, people, if a racist white person or any racist outside of black color race call me an N-word, I won't get upset because it just doesn't get me upset. I'm not going to get upset and be something who I'm not just to please other black people who believe that we should get upset. It doesn't affect me, you know what I mean? And to even make it worse, we have white fans as artists. And if we as artists, as black artists, gonna be saying niggers in our song and selling these music and is okay with having white fans, then white fans should be able to say the word nigger. But I mean, we can have them not use it in a disrespectful way towards us. But I think they should be free to, say nigger. I mean, the moment you give them the right to say it, then a lot of them will be disrespectful with it and use it too mediocrely, right? And that's the problem. So I agree. I understand a lot. You have to learn to understand from both perspectives each time. That will help you to stay out of trouble and get in with folks. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to Lil Yachty. I don't got no problem with his toes. I believe that's just how the future is. People expand and people adapt and changes. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. I've been here on the earth so long and I've been seeing so many shit that had been done like what Lil Yachty do. He's not the first to change things. You know what I mean? We got Lil Uzi. I love that rapper. He wear female looking clothes. He's a cool dude. He can dance. He can do some martial arts shit. He's very entertaining, very surprising. And that's what I like about people, their character. That is what matters, not what on the outside to me. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think this is 2C again. Shout out to Kodak Black. We could play this Black one more time. You know what I mean? Let's play it back.
Under the name Lil Yachty, bro. Nah, bro. Not the toenails, man. Nah, bro. The toenails, man. Lil Yachty toenails,
He did a total U-turn.
bro. Under the name Lil Yachty, bro. Nah, bro.
You see?
Not the toenails, man. Nah, bro. The toenails, man.
He did a total U-turn.
Lil Yachty toenails, man. Bro, under Yachty, bro. No, bro. Not the toenails.
Not the toenails.
Nah, bro.
Hold on.
Toenails, man.
He actually got some good feet. You know, it's pretty neat. It's really pretty neat. I never really meant to say that. Pun intended or no pun intended. Yeah, no pun intended, but it's actually a pretty feat. You know what I mean? He's got some good feet, some pretty feet. And it's even prettier with them nail polish. You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out to Lil Yachty. Yeah, it's I mean, it's looking good. What do you think about him rocking that at the beach? You think it may look cool if he's in a beach shorts, one of them Hawaiian type of shorts, them Fiesta shorts that R. Kelly had wearing his Fiesta music video that I cop at the store? Yeah, shout out. I'm gonna end it right here. Blessing to you all, you know. Keep rocking with we and we rock together, you know. Blessings, love.